Hey, what's up, peeps? A girl really pissed me off recently. She made a really dumb move after we've been seeing each other for months, and I've known her for a couple of years now. Luckily, I didn't overly invest emotionally in the relationship, but I did like her, and we were speaking and we were seeing where it would lead to. So it was we were dating, put it that way. And she did a massive fuck up, right? She made a mistake. In my opinion, it was a mistake. She actually came to one of the countries that I was at when I was traveling and didn't let me know. And I ended up checking out her IG stories. And I hate checking out people's IG stories, to be honest. Very toxic. And I noticed that she was in the same country that I was in. And so I was like, oh, interesting move, you know? And her reasoning as to not to tell me was that I'd pissed her off with something that I did a couple of months ago, which I thought was shocking behavior. And so the way I treated that behavior and the way I'm going to treat that behavior is complete silence forever. She's completely put me off, actually, really pissed me off with that move that she's pulled. And the point of this really is just to explain to you that you have to punish bad behavior. You cannot reward a woman for doing something that damages you or that hurts you or that is disrespectful. If a woman disrespects me, she will no longer get my attention. Do not let her beauty and how pretty she is get the better of you. It does not matter how pretty she is. You cannot let her walk all over you. You can reward good behavior. I know this sounds like a dog where you're rewarding for good behavior and punishing bad behavior, but you have to do this with everyone, even your friends, your male friends, your girly friends, with anyone. You should be rewarding good behavior with more attention from yourself, more gifts in whatever way that you do so. And you should be actually punishing bad behavior. And the best way to punish bad behavior is silence, not giving that person attention. See, women's currency is attention. They want attention all the time, especially from men, and especially from men that they care about. So given that I've been dating this girl for so long and that we had a good thing going on, now she fucked up majorly. And I was super disappointed and felt so disrespected that it just went so far that I can't forgive that now. I can't see past that situation. I can't see how someone could be so spiteful and so dark in a way that they're like, oh, you did something to me 2 months ago and I didn't tell you about it, so I'm punishing you by coming to the same place that you're at for a friend's birthday and not letting you know. That to me is shocking behavior. Okay, that's really poor communication. And you want to find a woman that's transparent, that communicates with you, that's honest with you, that tells you when you've done something not right. And then you can fix it there and then, right? Because we all make mistakes. Of course, I make mistakes and I piss people off and I must have disrespected her at some point. But she told me what that was and it wasn't even that bad, what I did. I just decided to extend my stay in another country rather than go back to see her. And she was disappointed with that. And I was like, listen, I'm a man of the world. I can go anywhere I fucking want, right? So no one tells me what to do and where to go. But it turns out that she was upset by that move. And so as a way of kind of punishing me, if you like, she turned up to the country that I was in, specifically Cyprus, and just didn't let me know. And I actually saw her story and responded to that. So look, when a woman does something that is spiteful or that's resentful or that's pretty mean and very disrespectful, you need to let them know. Do not let that slide. And also don't act like a woman. Don't be passive aggressive. Okay. So don't be like, oh, I'm just never going to tell her what she did. I'm just going to go quiet and distance. Speak up, be a man, say it how it is. Just be like, babe, you really pissed me off with that thing that you did. That was extremely disrespectful. And I just don't like that kind of behavior. Now, if they respond apologetic and they're like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that was going to hurt you. I didn't mean that. That wasn't the way that I kind of meant it to be. I apologize. Let's move forward from this. Then great, no problem. Then you can actually take that on board, maybe to have a bit of space, think about that, and then be able to move on because she's been apologetic and she's been able to see the reasons for the things that she's done wrong. However, if her reaction was a little bit like this girl's reaction, which was horrific. I got a horrific reaction from a woman. And luckily, I hope they're not watching this, but luckily I see multiple women at the same time so that I can see who I like and who I want to spend time with. I'm not going to dedicate myself to one woman. I'm single. I'm single and free. I'm not married. I'm not engaged. I can see whoever I want. I can see as many women as I want at the same time until I find someone I like. Then I do believe in loyalty and being with that one person. However, her reaction was shocking. In fact, she just completely spun the whole thing back around at me. And that's what made it even worse. So when someone is that twisted and manipulative, if your woman is manipulative and she's twisted and she'll twist stories, and when she's done something wrong and you try and stick it on her and say that you feel disrespected and upset, and she flips it back on you and says, oh yeah, well 2 months ago or a year ago you did that, and she's acting on some kind of revenge, that's the wrong woman to be with. Go let some other pussy take her on board and go through all the bullshit that she has to deal with and her baggage and her darkness. Because men like me, and hopefully men like you that are listening to this, should not stand for that kind of behavior. Okay? If a woman's going to piss you around and give you a very negative response when you try and confront her, unfortunately, you're going to have to punish her with silence forever. You will have to walk away from her. She will not receive your attention. This woman won't hear from me ever again. It's as simple as that. She's now lost me, lost my attention, and lost a man like me. And good luck with her trying to find someone who's anything even close to me. She's probably she's just going to find some other pussy dude on an average salary, with an average body, with average intelligence, with average looks, just average across the board, or maybe slightly above average. And whatever, she'll fall for him and piss him around. But luckily, I don't have to deal with her bullshit anymore. So that's the way you have to see situations. Okay, it's obviously upsetting. Yeah, it's painful. You're allowed to feel that pain. But you have to conjure up the situation, think about it, and think, well, that didn't actually serve me well. She was the wrong person for me. And she was also pretty dark and evil in her own twisted ways. And I don't want that shit in my life. I want peace and I want good, beautiful women. And I want transparent communication. And you deserve that too. So when a woman pisses you around and does something wrong, you ought to punish her. And this punishment doesn't come in the form of revenge. Punishment to a woman is silence and a taking away of your attention. Remove your attention entirely and go silent. Explain the reasons why. Confront it. See how she acts. So you have to confront it. You can't not confront a woman and just let her get away with shit all the time. And if she reacts poorly to that, remove your attention, disappear, go talk to other women. If she reacts positively to that, fine, then see how you feel, take it on board. And I would say if she apologizes and she actually makes some good points, and then she comes on board and says why she was upset in the past, but she's sorry that she's upset you now, and she still wants to be with you, then you reward that kind of behavior with attention. You're like, okay, babe, you know what? We can move past this. Let's keep these conversations going. I want to see you again. I hope that's clear, and I hope that's helpful, because I will not stand for this bullshit in my life. And I've had flourishing relationships with beautiful women my whole life. And if I see I don't care if this girl's beautiful and pretty. I don't give a shit. I can get other beautiful, pretty girls all the time anyway. She's just a dime a dozen. I'll chuck her out the window. I'm the rarity. She will not find other men like me. I'm extremely rare. There are other men like me that are out there, but good luck with her finding that. It's going to take her a damn long time. Anyway, I wish her luck. But the point is that upon bad behavior, remove your attention. Upon good behavior, reinstate your attention, and be kind and be nice and treat her well, of course, because ultimately we want to treat our women well when they treat us well. I hope this video was helpful. Peace out, boy.